My man, okay. Back with this edition of High School Hoops with ZouLou Sports and the NTZ Network. We're going to toss it to Palmer Alexander with head coach of Cardinal Ritter, Tony Condra.
All right, Arlington, thank you so much for kicking it to me. And Tony, long time no see, as usual.
As usual, long time.
All right, so Coach, you guys are 10-3 coming to this matchup. What are you telling your team coming into tonight's matchup? The Trailblazers are 2-10, but you know you can get beat any day.
We tell them exactly what you just said. You can get beat any day, and you gotta take it to every opponent like it's like a game by game, but you gotta take it to your opponent.
What has been the big adjustment for you, coaching during the pandemic?
The mask. No, but actually, coaching during the pandemic, the practice routines, every drill is 3 minutes. Everybody's moving, just keeping them active, keeping them moving. But it's actually paid off because it carried over to the game.
Buy-in is so important when you are a coach. Talk about your players buying in.
They bought into the culture that we're building here at Cardinal Ritter, the sisterhood and the bonds that we're creating. So that allows them to get along with each other, and then that carries over to the court because now they hold each other accountable in a respectful way.
Last thing before I let you go, will there be any dancing today?
Nah, but you may catch me running for a timeout like old times.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, Arthur, back to you.
Good evening and welcome to High School Hoops. The A-Train Arlington Lane, alongside with me is Palmer Alexander, the third of the NTZ Network. We are live from Cardinal Ritter High School as the Father Tolton Lady Trailblazers are taking on the Cardinal Ritter Lady Lions. And we're about to get started in just a moment. But we got the anthem that's coming for the game begins. We're about to get started with the game in just a moment, but we're about to have a little bit of moment of prayer. All right. About to get things started here. Head coach Tony Condra. You got a chance to speak with him a little bit, Palmer.
Yeah, it was good. It was good and getting caught back up with Tony, and I've known Tony for almost 20 years, and he is one of the best coaches I've ever known. It don't matter the sport, but he's one of the best coaches that I've ever known. And he's won national championships with the St. Louis Surge, moving on to Cardinal Ritter, and just doing an outstanding job with the women's program over here. They come into this matchup 10-3. And he's doing it with 6 freshmen, you know.
The last time that these two teams had met, Cardinal Ritter easily handled Father Tolton 67-38 when they were in Columbia. So a second chance at it, this team that they come here into Cardinal Ritter's territory.
And I talked with the head coach of the Lady Trailblazers, and Elizabeth Beth told me that, you know, her team is just looking to compete. The one thing that they're looking to do better, that she felt that they made a lot of strides from that last matchup when they lost to the Lady Lions, is the press break. So we're going to see how they do this evening against the Lady Lions, the press break, and, you know, see if they're able to, you know, avenge that loss from earlier this year.
Here are the starters for tonight's game. As you see, freshman guard Hannah Wallace, number 1. Shatrell Clayton, the freshman guard, number 3. Number 12, Kristen Brooker, the senior, is number 12. And Mariah Maxey is number 15, the junior guard. And Delicia Scott, number 42 for Cardinal Ritter. Over on Father Tolton's side, got Sophia Angel, number 15. Emma Barnes, number 23. Maggie McGuire, number 30. Laura Elizabeth Wright, number 25. And Samantha Wright, and number 14 for Father Tolton. Excuse me, Father Tolton. Got to make sure I get that right correctly.
You know, you're a broadcaster. Well, you're human first.
That's right.
You're human first.
At the end of the day. At the end of the day, I am a human being. We are celebrating Martin Luther King Day with some high school hoops being brought to you live by ZouLou Sports and the In the Zone Network. Glad to get things tipped off here in St. Louis, and here we go. And Cardinal Ritter controls the tip. It's Clayton outside, and that's Maxey, and she nails the 3 to open up the scoring.
How about that? Quickly go into your offensive set, get a great shot, and it goes down for 3.
Here on the outside is Angel, Wright, trying to go inside. That's going to be a turnover by Father Tolton. It'll head back to Cardinal Ritter.
So when I was talking with Coach Condra, you know, before the game started, and I was asking him, okay, so what are we going to be expecting to see, you know, from you guys this evening? And he looked at me, he said, you know what we do.
Here's Maxey. Over to Clayton at the top of the key. Over to Wallace. Wallace being guarded. Oh, inside to Scott. She gets an easy 2. Great pass by Hannah Wallace.
That's a great skip pass, and that's the type of pass that you need when you're playing against a 2-3 zone.
And now the steal by Ritter. And another easy deuce by Mariah Maxey. So Maxey has 5 to get the early going.
And look at Cardinal Ritter already. They're pressuring in the backcourt, looking to force some turnovers.
And there's a trap. A mini trap a bit. And wild shot by McGuire, and here come Ritter. And it'll stay with Cardinal Ritter. 7-0 start. Just under a minute and a half gone by here in the first quarter. Scott, she'll take it from the outside. Off. And Father Tolton gets the rebound.
One thing about the Trailblazers, they're looking to be patient. Well, not turn the ball over. Here come the Lady Lions the other way.
Clayton. Over to Wallace. She'll take the 3. Just off the back iron. And Father Tolton gets the rebound. Here's Wright. Inside to Samantha Wright. Jumper from the foul line is no good. And here come the Lions. And now a three-point basket is off the back iron. Offensive rebound. A little bit of a fake and a wild shot. Another rebound offensively, and there's now a foul. So Kristen Booker will go to the line to come shoot two.
And, you know, the Lady Lions are taking those shots in transition because those shots are there. What the Trailblazers want to do, they want to make sure they get back on defense, and they want to set up that 2-3 zone because, you know, they don't necessarily have the horses to run rhythm like that, but they can get back in position and set up that 2-3 zone.
So Booker hits the first. And she nails the second as well. Now timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Make sure that you tune into everything that's going on with the In the Zone Network. Check out the newest edition of the Price Check Podcast with Josh Price. You can check out other episodes of the In the Zone Network with the In the Zone Show with Palmer Alexander III. You can check out the A-Train Show with Arlington Lane. You can check out the XFL STL Talk Show every Wednesday night.
Yeah, shouts out to Josh, man. Wish you was out here with us tonight, brother, but we already know you on assignment.
Joshua Price is on assignment, did a wonderful job with us on the last game when we had Trinity versus Luther North that went down to the wire.
Yes.
And we'll have more action with Trinity coming up this Friday night as they take on the Cardinal Ritter boys. So make sure that you tune in for that here on the In the Zone Network.
Look at Cardinal Ritter showing some pressure in the back court. Look how fast they picked the ball up.
Now trap here at half court. And that will stay with the Trailblazers. So Samantha Wright is outside for a three. Couldn't get it to go. Ritter gets the rebound. And an easy basket there by Chantrell Clayton.
Otherwise known as Tutu.
Good to know. Here's McGuire, and then the shot up by Samantha Wright. So their first basket for Father Tolton.
Hey, a nice shot by Wright. She got it at the top of the key. Nice rotation on the ball.
Wallace for three. No. And retrieved by Sophia Angel. Here's Samantha Wright. Looking. And a tip pass by Wallace. And Laura Wright retrieves, and now here's a steal. And the basket. So Kristen Booker with another basket here. It's now 13-2, Lions.
Yeah, you got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. And right now you see Cardinal Ritter turn up the pressure.
And Wallace gets the steal. Out to Clayton. Inside to Booker. Over to Scott. Inside again. And she puts it up and in. Great assist by Maria Maxey. So Booker for the basket.
And you know what? It's also big on a ref. Sometimes refs get into the habit of always want to call the and one. And there was Tutu getting ready to go for two.
We got a foul here. First foul on Sophia Angel. That's her first. Second team foul. And here is Tutu. On the Wallace. Cross-court pass over to Clayton. Over to Scott. She'll take it from the free throw line off the back iron. And that'll go over to Father Tolton.
Well, one thing that you also notice that everyone on a Cardinal Ritter, they're hustling for the ball. Even if they knock it off themselves, they're always hustling.
Seeing some more pressure here by Ritter. Wright being guarded by Booker. McGuire bobbles. Wright gets it back. Wright with the dribble drive. Blocked by Booker. Wallace retrieves. So great defense by Booker. There's Clayton. Over the Wallace at the top of the key. Maxey inside to Booker. Using the right hand. Gets her own rebound. She's going to get a couple of shots.
Booker extremely tenacious, not giving up on that end of the floor. Now, with the Trailblazers, now, as you see, they're already down 15-2 in the first quarter. So one of the things that you want to do, too, when you get down is just be patient. You know, there's still a lot of basketball left to be played in the game. And Ritter is jumping in those passing lanes. So now, you know, if you see this team and they're getting more aggressive, they're jumping passes now, you just want to preach patience. You know, they're down by 14, 15 now. Let's see if the Trailblazers can start to kind of nibble into the lead.
Maria Booker nails both free throws. We see some full court pressure here now by Ritter, and she steps on the line. Great defense by the Lions.
Now think about this. Coach Best told me before the matchup one of the things that they worked on was the press breaker, one of the things that they improved on. Speaking about press, Cardinal Ritter really hasn't turned the heat up yet. Another shot inside.
Another basket by Delicia Scott. Here's Angel. Over to Barnes. Right being guarded by Wallace. We got a foul here on the floor. The foul's on Delicia Scott. That's her first foul. First team foul.
And if you look at Tony Condra, he is not in the place where he started. He normally never is when he's coaching.
That goes back to his days when we were broadcasting professional basketball. And now a steal. Here's Wallace to the hoop, and good.
What a shot in transition made by Wallace. And look at the pressure they show in the backcourt. Now, listen, this isn't what you would call that real smothering type of press, a pressure defense. You know, if we had a stove, right, and if we had the number between 5 and 10, we put it at the number 5 right now.
Into the ball game for Cardinal Ritter is Anaya Williams, the 6'2 freshman, another freshman player that Tony Condra has. So he looks like he's got a bright future ahead with Cardinal Ritter. Barnes being trapped. And Wright, she'll take a shot here. Can't find the hoop. And Ritter retrieves. Here's Wallace. Over to Clayton, back to Wallace. She's wide open for a three. Can't find it. And a rebound by Father Tolton. Minute 40 to go here in the first quarter. 21-2 the score. Out to Wright. Over to McGuire. In the corner. And a block here by Williams. Great defense by Anaya Williams. Clayton will take the three. Yes. Chantrell Clayton showing some range.
Beautiful shot. Goes right down the middle of the net. This time Cardinal Ritter called off the dogs. And now they just showing a little single pressure.
Angel. Here's Wright. She'll take the three. Way off. Barnes. And oh, what a rejection by Wallace.
Look how much room she covered when she made that block.
And Maxie puts in the deuce. What a play by Hannah Wallace. Only a freshman here. 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And remember, Coach told me that he has six freshmen on varsity. And the key thing, too, is I asked him what was the big difference when coaching professional, coaching high school. He said the high school players, they bought in. I mean, they did buy in with the Surge, too.
No doubt about it. We got an offensive rebound here. And Wright, no, Scott gets the rebound. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wallace outside, short. And now the steal by Maxie. And she puts it in for two. And that should wrap up the first quarter right here. So after one side of a fair bit, 28, Cardinal Ritter, 2, Father Tolton. We'll step aside for just a moment. We'll be back with more of high school hoops, powered by ZouLou Sports and the In the Zone Network. That's what it looked like on screen.
Where's my water?
Back with this edition of high school hoops here at Cardinal Ritter High School. A-Train Arlington Lane. Palmer Alexander joining me, looking for his water, I guess, for a second.
That's all right. I get it at halftime. I only got 8 minutes.
28-2 advantage here by Cardinal Ritter. It's Angel being guarded by Devin Thomas that entered back in the first quarter. So he's starting the second quarter here. Wallace showing good hands here. And that's going to be out of bounds, and this is going to go to Cardinal Ritter.
If you're the Trailblazers, you want to just have at least one good offensive possession and then go from there, you know. But one thing with Cardinal Ritter is they got length. Oh, well, there's a steal.
It's a steal by Angel, left hand, off. Barnes gets the offensive rebound. She puts it back up and puts it in.
Well, they desperately needed a basket. Let's see if they can string a couple together.
Here's Nyla Young. Over to Williams, back out to Wallace at the top of the key. Splash.
Yeah, and
no Wallace.
That pivot foot started twitching a little bit, and she got that shot up before they called a travel.
Here's Angel being guarded by Raven Thomas there. She stops in the corner. There's Wright. She'll take the jumper over Wallace. Just can't get it to fall. Couldn't get the offensive rebound, the defensive rebound. Here is McGuire. That's Emma Jade Mallett. Here's Mallett. Now she stops the dribble, and now the steal, and Father Tolton retrieves. And we got a push on Cardinal Ritter. Fouls on Anaya Williams.
So, again, you know, if you're the Trailblazers, you want to make sure you get a good shot. Ball movement is going to be the key for them because Cardinal Ritter has too much speed and length. So you got to be able to move the ball extremely well to get shots off against them.
Here's Wright. Trapped in the jump ball here. That'll go to Ritter.
Ooh.
Interesting call there.
Yeah, I mean, because normally when a player turns their back and dribbles and somebody reaches around, it's normally a foul. I'm not going to say 9 out of 10 times. That's that 1 out of 10.
Barnes gets the rebound. Here's Wright. 2 minutes gone by here in the first half. And shot way off by Mallett. Barnes gets her on rebound. No, she gets it again. Puts it up, blocked. She gets another one. So about 3 offensive rebounds coming for Emma Barnes, but she couldn't get a basket. Here's Wallace to Thomas. Wild shot. Barnes gets it. Angel being guarded by Thomas. Live from Cardinal Ritter. This game is powered by ZouLou Sports and the In the Zone Network, and it's going to go the other way.
And look at Coach Condra. Despite the fact that they are already up by 27 points, he's coaching like they're down 27 points.
Never satisfied. Here's Thomas. Over to Young. Out to Maxey. And kept the dribble. Wow.
Yeah,
Nia Williams with the basket.
Yeah, that was a strong finish by Williams through the Trailblazers defense. And, you know, when they make that shot, I know it seemed like a long time ago. It seemed like their 2-3 zone defense seemed a little energized.
And then steal by Maxey. Maxey, she'll take it herself. No. And into the hands of Young. No. And here comes Angel. Here's Angel being guarded by Thomas. Now switched by Maxey. Barnes. She'll take it to the hoop with the right. No. And a great rebound by Kristen Booker. And couldn't get the basket.
They're moving a little bit too fast. And sometimes, too, when you're a little out of control, you end up missing easy layups like that.
Great hands there. That was Raven Thomas. Here's Wright with the dribble. Out to Barnes. The Mallet, she'll take a shot there and knocks it in. It's a great shot by Mallet.
2-point shot, and they need that shot. It's a timeout by the Lady Lions.
3:44 to go. 33-6 the count here from Cardinal Ritter High. A-Train Arlington Lane, alongside with me is Palmer Alexander III. Hey, folks, make sure that you go and check out the In the Zone Network. We got great programming for you each and every day. You can listen to our podcast on various forms. You can check it out on Podomatic. You can also check it out on Deezer, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you can hear your great podcast, the In the Zone Network.
Yeah.
City to city, state to state, worldwide.
You know, our guy Derek King down at Gateway City Sports, you didn't have to correct me either. Hey, that interview over, about to hit 7,000 plays. So as I always tell the people, press play. You don't know what you're missing.
Here's Maxey. Over to Clayton inside to Booker. Yes. Another great basket by Kristen Booker.
Kristen Booker, she's very athletic. I love her footwork, the way she works around the basket. There's no shortage of talent with the Lady Lions.
That'll remain with the Trailblazers. Here's Barnes. And guarded by Clayton. Inside, no, Dice, says Williams.
In situations like that, when you catch the ball, especially that deep in the post, pump fake. Because you got a chance, if not making a shot, at least drawing the basket, maybe getting an and one.
Angel will take a deep three. No. Booker ahead to Clayton. And Clayton gets the basket off the bump. No call there.
Well, it was a good no call. Look at they showing pressure. They showing pressure.
Got to get it in, and they don't. 5-second call, and it'll stay with Cardinal Ritter.
And you know what? I don't know if Sophia Allen, maybe she didn't know. Maybe she could have ran up and down the baseline. That wasn't a dead ball. It was a made shot.
And Booker gets the drop. 39-6.
Yeah.
Here's Angel. And now Trap here at half court. And they are frustrating Angel over in the – and now push by Maxey. You can see the look of frustration on Sophia Angel's face.
Well, they're turning up the pressure. You know, they went back inside the kitchen. The stove is not on 4 anymore. It's on 5, 6. Now it's creeping to 7.
And now the steal by Clayton. Using the left hand. Can't get it to drop. And it will stay with the Lions. Lisa White into the ball game for the Lions. Just under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. We got a stoppage. And they're going to remove it for the game for just a moment. So subbing in for Father Tolton, Samantha Wright. Clayton over to White. Clayton on the corner for a three. No. Fight for the rebound, jump ball. It's going to stay with Ritter.
I'll tell you something. Don't be surprised if you see these young ladies with several gold trophies in the cabinet.
Here's White. Had the easy shot, couldn't get it, and Angel gets it into her hands. Ahead to Wright. No. She gets her own offensive rebound. Angel, she'll step in for that three. Yes, from the top of the key.
A much-needed three from one of their best shooters on the team.
Here's White inside to Williams. Here's Maxey. Over to Williams. Clayton. She'll take a three. Yes.
Her offense has been on all evening long.
Almost closing in on 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Angel. She'll take it from the right side. No. Williams fights for the rebound with her own teammates. Here's Clayton. Inside to Booker. Maxey thought about the three, no. Booker gets the loose ball. And she's going to go to Father Tolton.
The one thing when you are coaching in a game like this and you have a lead this big, you don't want to get lazy. You don't want to get complacent. You don't want to start bad habits. Again, you see Coach Condra all the way at the other end of the sideline because he knows this is a great coaching opportunity, great coaching lesson for his team.
Indeed, that is something that we've known about Tony Condra teams is that he makes sure that they don't let up at any point, at any time during the ball game. Got a three-point shot here, front iron. Offensive rebound picked up. There's Angel, she's thought about the three. 33 seconds. And a steal by Williams. Here's Maxey. And a hard foul by Laura Elizabeth Wright. So that's our first foul. Maxey getting a couple of free throws here. She gets the bounce. And you see Tony Condra on the sideline coaching. 44-9, down to 20 seconds here in the first half. Here's Angel, being closely guarded by Clayton, and she loses it, gets it to Clayton. Ahead to Smith, she can't get the handle. Just a little too far.
You know, thank goodness for YouTube TV, Facebook Watch, because a lot of people are going to get an opportunity to see the Lady Lions play. Another steal right there, another 2 points.
White gets the basket, and that should end the half. It does. So after the first half, the Cardinal Ritter Lady Lions 46, Father Tolton Catholic Lady Trailblazers 9. Step aside for just a moment. We'll come right back with more right after this. Understood. For Cardinal Ritter, back on this edition of High School Hoops, the A-Train Arlington Lane. Joining me is Palmer Alexander III. And we got a couple stats for you. 46-9 the score here for Cardinal Ritter. Maxey with 11 the first half. Booker with 12. And Clayton with 10. And they had a 28-point first quarter and then only 18 in the second. So we got 3 girls in double digits right now for Cardinal Ritter.
Yeah, and, you know, it seemed like every player was either in a passing lane or was always at the right place at the right time. And listen, this team is so well coached by Tony Condra. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They probably had a couple of possessions where they probably played faster than they really wanted to play. But outside of that, if you are Coach Condra, you got to be happy. Now on the other side with Coach Elizabeth Beth, you know, they just want to win a quarter. You know, maybe have a few possessions, you know, because even though they got 9 points, and just stay with me, whenever they made any offensive contributions they had or was able to generate, it looked like their defense started to come alive, at least with their 2-3 zone. You know, you start seeing players getting up in the passing lanes and just trying to deflect balls and trying to get in some transition themselves, but that's not really their forte, you know, because they're not going to be able to run with Cardinal Ritter. But if they're patient, they can get back into this game.
We'll see what happens as we start the second half. Here's Angel being guarded by Clayton. So McGuire, Angel, right. Laura Wright. This is Samantha Wright, and she gets the foul here.
Wasn't a lot of fouls called in the first half, and you know that was probably a good thing. It's good for the Trailblazers to get on the board early in the second half.
And Samantha Wright gets the basket. The free throw here. It's 46-10. Getting her second here. And she puts that through. Here's Wallace. Out to Clayton. Over to Booker inside to Scott. Rejected by McGuire. That should go. Interesting. It remains with Ritter.
Yeah, I thought it was going to the Trailblazers.
It does. And the call's been switched.
He heard me.
Basically, he did. I think he did.
But listen, they needed this. You know, I know it's not much, but any kind of positive start you can be able to build off of, this is the way to do it.
Here's Wright. Turnaround. Back iron. No. Booker. Clayton. Scott gets it. Maxey takes off. Here's Wallace. Rolling back out into Scott in the post. Maxey over to Clayton. Thought about it. She'll take the shot there and buries it. 12 now for Clayton.
You know, I'm just shaking my head. What a head fake. You know, the word wow gets thrown around a lot, but that was deserving of a wow.
Here's Wright. Can't get it. Scott gets the loose ball. Here's Wallace. Wallace, she'll take the jumper. Yep. Wallace with 7.
Let me tell you something about Hannah Wallace too. I know we talked a lot about Chantel Clayton, but Hannah Wallace is extremely explosive off the ball.
And that'll go to the Lions. So another turnover by the Trailblazers. And Ritter would get it.
Clayton and Wallace, I believe, are freshmen, right? Can you imagine what you got to deal with when they become juniors and seniors?
Yep, Scott gets it ripped by Wright. Samantha Wright being guarded closely by Wallace. A poke. And look at Wallace get to the floor. Wright retrieves it. Got a three-pointer. And that was partially blocked by Booker. Here's Maxey to the hoop. And she'll get a couple of free throws.
When the opposing team has more speed than you, what you got to do is just run and get back to an area because it's difficult to be able to stay step for step, with faster players. So one of the best ways to combat that, just put your head down and run to the other end of the floor, because trying to slide your feet, you're kind of defeating the purpose.
Maxey now with 14 points as she buries both free throws. She'll take a seat on the bench. 52-11 the score. 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Angel. Ooh. Inside, and it is stolen by Scott. Here's Wallace. To the basket and puts in another. Wallace with her 9th point. Got a reach here. That foul's on Clayton. Laura Wright takes his seat. And Ellie Reynolds into the ball game now for Father Tolton. Here's Barnes. Over to Samantha Wright. Angel. Stopping the dribble. Holtmeyer over to Reynolds. And the pass is tipped by Wallace. And it'll stay with the Trailblazers.
Hannah Wallace is very active. She uses her length, get into them passing lanes. Great shooter. Got a hand on that ball right there.
This Angel being guarded by Clayton. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Wright. Loses it. She regains. Over to Holtmeyer. Then guarded by Scott. Reynolds thought about it. No. Hands again by Hannah Wallace. And see, Wright is trapped. And look who gets it, Booker. So a great play by Booker here. Here's Wallace. Now a little bit of a frustration foul here by Wright.
Right as I was getting ready to say, Hannah got hands, because you do.
Indeed. Here's Hannah Wallace. And it's still lazy pass. Here's Wright. Tried to take it up. She loses it. Save. And it'll remain with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the Trailblazers trying to get into transition, laboring a little bit.
Michaela Washington into the game. Tried to get it on that play there. Barnes out to Angel. Wow, you got to love the way how the Ritter is playing defense on that corner area. Here's Barnes. Reynolds over to Wright. Being guarded by Wallace. Picks up the dribble. Poked away by Wallace, and she's going to get called for the reach in.
Now, you like that, from Hannah Wallace. But sometimes, too, you don't want to get into foul trouble being overly aggressive.
Wallace's second foul there. And it'll stay with the Trailblazers.
Because sometimes, too, Arlington, as a player, and when you get into games like this, and you can kind of smell blood in the water, you get even more aggressive, trying to get more steals, trying to get into transition.
Here's Barnes. And guarded by Washington. Right. Pump fake. Tried to make the cross-court pass and couldn't get it. So a turnover here. Williams entering into the ball game now for Cardinal Ritter. And Wright will take a seat for the Trailblazers. It's Clayton for three. Back iron. No. Williams with the offensive rebound. No. Holtmeyer gets the rebound for the Trailblazers. There's Angel with the pass. And rejected by Hannah Wallace.
She covers so much ground.
Unbelievable.
So much ground. I'm being honest. I don't know when the last time I've seen a freshman like that can cover that much ground from end to end.
Here's Wallace. She'll take the three. Oh, man, Hannah Wallace now with the basket. 12 now for Wallace. And she's doing everything right now in this game.
Well, Hannah got hands and buckets.
Indeed. That was Schieber for the shot. No. Booker. And a foul here. Foul on Ellie Reynolds.
Yeah, Booker and Reynolds, they were definitely doing a two-step. They was hooked arm and arm.
That's Reynolds first. Just under 3 minutes to go from Cardinal Ritter. We are powered by ZouLou Sports and the In the Zone Network, presenting you high school hoops live. Here's Booker. Wallace thought about taking the three. Inside to Booker, kind of lose it. Wallace gets it. Washington. Inside to Williams. Out to Wallace. Young using the left hand. No. Booker with the offensive rebound. No. And gets two foul shots. So a couple of foul shots coming for Kristen Booker.
You know, with the Trailblazers currently down right now by, 46. I was talking with Coach Best before the game, and something else that she was telling me that one of the things, the most difficult things that they had to deal with is, you know, with COVID, constantly losing players and not be able to have players available. And you know what? That can affect any team. So, you know, every team that we run across this season, they're finding their own way of dealing with COVID. But I tell you something else, Coach Best was extremely pleasant, you know, despite the fact, you know, their team is 2-10 currently.
And now a turnover by Ritter. Here comes Angel. Schieber. Holtmeyer with the cross-court pass, and that should remain with the Trailblazers. Again, the active hands of Hannah Wallace.
Yeah, down there in the post, I noticed Reynolds, you know, almost missed with a shot in the gut to Booker.
White entering into the ball game now for Cardinal Ritter. And Holtmeyer takes his seat for Father Tolton and can't get the pass, and it'll go to Cardinal Ritter again. Booker sits. Alicia Scott back into the ball game now for Cardinal Ritter. 58-11 the count here, 1:40 to go here in the third. Washington over to White, over to Scott. She takes a wild shot. No. Williams gets it blocked. It'll remain with Cardinal Ritter.
A rare block by the Trailblazers. A rare rebuking on the defensive end by the Trailblazers tonight.
Scott. On a walk. Excuse me, that's Young, and she travels. Excuse me, Raven Thomas with the travel, and it'll go to the Trailblazers. Here's Angel. 75 ticks here to go in the third. Angel being guarded by Thomas very closely. It'll remain with the Trailblazers. Dathy Batuna is into the game now with her first action for Cardinal Ritter. And now the steal by Ritter. Here's White. All the way, gets it to go. +1.
White was determined once she got that ball. She was definitely going to take that ball to the basket. Now going to get a chance for a three-point play.
White gets the free throw to go. 61-11 here in the third. Just under a minute. Here's Angel. Barnes. Scheiber, no. Fight for the rebound. Everybody hits the deck. Got a jump ball. It'll go to Ritter.
The Trailblazers are still hustling, fighting for loose balls. You know what? That's to me, that's a mark of a team that, you know, despite what the score is, they're still trying, you know. And that's the number one thing. It's still about competition. You still got to compete.
Exactly. Here's White. Inside, good. Batuna with her first basket. White fighting. She's going to get called for the foul here. Just under 10 to go in the third.
You're looking on the Father Tolton squad, the Trailblazers, and Emma Jude Mallet, it looks like she has a splint, number 32, like she has a splint on her finger. I don't know if she's dislocated or maybe broken.
Inside. Reynolds is denied by Batuna, and that closes out the quarter. So as we end here after 3, Cardinal Ritter 63, Father Tolton 11. We'll step aside for just a moment and come right back with more high school hoops. Fourth quarter coming up right after this. This edition of High School Hoops is powered by ZouLou Sports and the In the Zone Network. Back with High School Hoops, the A-Train Arlington Lane. Alongside with me is Palmer Alexander III. This game is powered by ZouLou Sports and the In the Zone Network. Make sure you check out our wonderful content at the In the Zone Network, featuring the XFL-STL Talk Show, In the Zone Show, The Price Check, and more. Get it wherever you can find your favorite podcast. Live from Cardinal Ritter. As Batuna, no. And Thomas fighting hard to get a basket, couldn't get it to go. But she gets 2 shots here. So Raven Thomas to the line for 2.
And now they have started the running clock.
And Leah Forrest, the senior, into the game now for Cardinal Ritter.
I mean, it's 63-11 right now. I've seen this happen before. Who hasn't seen this happen before? So, again, as a player, you want to just execute certain things on the offense. You know, they run the motion offense.
Most definitely.
Let's get some baskets out of the offense. There's always something to work on in the game.
Angel with the right hand.
Too far in between, but I'm glad it went down for him.
Here's Forrest. No. Angel with the rebound. Thomas closely guarded. Here's Angel again. She takes the drive. Slapped away by Thomas, and it'll remain with the Trailblazers.
You see, even with that layup that she made, gave them a little bit of a boost of confidence, and now, taking a shot at the basket.
So Schreiber, Angel, Margot Mills, who gets it there, tried to get it there. They'll stay with the Trailblazers, along with Emma Jude Mallett. And Laura Elizabeth Wright. Here's Schreiber. Wright. Stop the dribble. Inside. Over to Mills. Back out to Angel. She'll take a three. Can't get it. And we got a jump ball. It'll go to Ritter.
I thought it was going to Father Tolton. I thought Ritter got the last jump ball.
Here comes Ritter. White. And the Washington inside. Williams fighting. 3 defenders at that.
Well, you kind of can't blame her for being a little upset. Someone puts their elbow into the small of your back. It doesn't feel good.
Never does. That's going the other way. And you can hear from Tony Condra. He wants 4 turnovers at this very moment. He wants them to force 4 turnovers. And a wild shot. Williams again fighting. She is a freshman. A freshman.
I'm just listen. 6 freshmen he got, already, and just think about it. Hannah Wallace and Tutu. Everybody on this team. We're probably looking at one of the best girls teams in the state. And I'm telling you, I've seen so many great teams, and they got the right guy patrolling the sidelines. He's going to coach them up the right way.
Indeed.
And everybody's buying in.
Williams gets the first. Ready for a second one here. Off the back iron. And a foul here. That's on Alyssa White. And Contra wasn't happy with it, of course.
Oh, I'm not going to repeat everything Coach said.
Yeah, that's not ready for broadcast. Here's Angel, being guarded by Thomas. There's an outside shot there. Ooh! Great shot by Emma Jude Mallett.
Well, Mallett, with her fingers taped up, makes the three.
And the miss from with White. Cardinal Ritter gets it. And the basket by Alyssa White. (66-16). 2:15 left to go in the game. Here's Schreiber. She'll take a three. Yes! So Schreiber with a basket here.
Again, a little bit of offense from the Trailblazers. It's never too late to have some offense, something to take with you into the next game.
That's right. Thomas. And that was off the foot. No call there. Schreiber. Yes! Schreiber gets another basket here. So a quick 5 points for Schreiber. Here's White. And Schreiber hits the deck. Latuna gets his stripped. So Tolton showing some fight here in this fourth quarter. Schreiber. And White gets it. Washington. Washington. No. Here's Shiver again. And you can hear it from Tony Condra.
We told him lock in.
Lock it in, no more buckets.
Well, you know, the Trailblazers got a little bit of confidence. They made a few baskets.
Indeed. Here's Angel. Oh, McGuire for three, no. And Williams fighting again for the rebound. Down to 30 seconds to go in the ball game.
I tell you what, you got to admire a player like Emma Jew Mallet, number 32, with the Trailblazers. Always hustling. Even with her fingers taped, still battling it or trying to get rebounds.
Williams misses the 1-and-1. Down to 8 seconds. And look at the defense. Here's Angel. Nope, and that'll wrap it up. Final score, 66-21 Cardinal Ritter. Step aside for just a moment and wrap things up. We'll be back right after this. He just went to the
Can I? All right.
Follow you, just go when you're ready.
All right, Coach, great win this evening. I saw you constantly teaching throughout the game. What was one of the things that you was constantly harping on your team about tonight?
Not getting into bad habits, stay focused, stay tapped in, run the effective offense, getting help defense, because if this is a better team and we take 2 steps backwards, we're in trouble.
I noticed at times when you guys got up by a huge margin and it seemed like the Trailblazers started to get a little bit of confidence toward the end, then you told them no more baskets.
Yeah, it's a mentality that we got to tap in. If we want to get to the state championship game and win the state championship, we got to have that mentality of no baskets. No matter if it's 80-2, no baskets.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Oh, definitely. Take it easy.
Back to you.
All right. Grateful to have Tony Condra, and great win for him. They moved to 11-3 on the season. Moved to 11-3 on the year, and they got a 3-game winning streak going for them right now. We want to select our player of the game for tonight's action. And me personally, I'm going to select Hannah Wallace.
You too? Not you too, but I say Tutu since you,
Yes, I'm going to select Hannah Wallace for tonight's game. I mean, just a freshman, and she's shown tenacity out there, and she's going to be a force of nature. She continues playing this well with this ball club.
I really love the play of Chantel Clayton, Tutu. Quick off the dribble. She always looking for teammates. Very tenacious. Can make a three. Does it all. Did I tell you she's a freshman?
Exactly. And make sure you look out for Anaya Williams. Tonight she was all over the place on those rebounds. And that's something that you're going to look forward to seeing with this program. Again, Tony Condra, great hire here at Cardinal Ritter. And they, like he said, has state championship mentality every single time they're out on the court.
I tell you what, one of my favorite people to talk with after a game. I've interviewed so many coaches, been around so many great coaches, and he's one of the best coaches you will ever be around. It doesn't matter men's or women's basketball. He's one of the best there is, and I'm glad we get a chance to call some of their games. And this is not going to be the last we see of Cardinal Ritter this year.
Not at all. Final score is 66-21. Cardinal Ritter wins it. They move to 11-3. We'll have more games with them coming up in the future and a lot more. Hey, make sure you tune in on Friday night as Trinity High School takes on Cardinal Ritter, the boys. So that'll be at Trinity High School. We'll have that action for you at 7:15. So make sure that you stay with the NTZ Network and ZouLou Sports. Thanks. Big thanks to Edwin Griner for doing everything here with us tonight over at Cardinal Ritter. Make sure that you tune in next time. Myself, the A-Train, and Palmer Alexander.
I'm not the A-Train. You point to me like I'm the A-Train.
You know, hey, stay with me here, like you told me. But we'll have great action, more high school action for you as we continue on doing this COVID-19 pandemic year. And hope that you guys stay safe, continue to wear your mask. I know we're going to do it, trust me. That's what we've been doing. All right, so if you got something to say about that, we'll talk afterwards. So for the A-Train Arlington Lane, this is Palmer Alexander. For Palmer Alexander, this is the A-Train Arlington Lane. We'll catch you for another edition of High School Hoops, powered by ZouLou Sports and the In the Zone Network.